am Celestine's camera roll, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. So today I want to discuss some tips about advocating for your baby and how to advocate for your child when your child goes through temporary care of children's services. The last video I did, you might want to check it out. It is called How I Utilize 2 Hours During a Visitation with My Baby. First thing you should do is speak up when you don't like the care of your baby. Okay, so that is the first tip. I want to say you do need to speak up if you do not like the care of your baby. Okay, now I had a little issue with the caregiver that was caring for my baby, to where every time his dad and I showed up to visit, his face was just like dirty, and we had to clean his face. Once or twice, okay, we'll clean it off. But once it becomes 6 and 7 and 8 times, and we're seeing this as a constant pattern, that's a problem to me, because I feel like as a foster mom, when you send your baby to see their parents for a visit at the center, you should have the baby looking their best and clean. Like, check the baby's face before you send him in to the center for a visitation. And then this is not only just for those who are going through the same thing that I'm going through, this is also for foster moms who may not know or need a couple tips, because I'm a mom that had a baby in the care. So, and then also his car seat would come, and he would come in a car seat, and his car seat was dirty. When I would see the car seat, it was just like, okay, this car seat is kind of dirty. I don't know if she knows, but car seat covers come off and they can be washed. I don't know if the car seat was being shared with the other foster child that was in the home, and just when I saw it, I was just like, dang, this is the car seat that he came home in from the hospital. Like, wow. So I spoke up about that. Another thing that we had an issue with was the first time that I got to see him when I was released from the hospital while he was in care. She came to the visitation center. It was December the 20-something, around the 20, within the 20th range of the day, like mid end to the month, 20th, somewhere between the 20th and the 28th, where I had got my first visit with him when he was in custody with them temporary when it first happened. And it was a rainy day, it was cold outside, and she walked in with him. Now mind you, when he was born, he was a preemie. She walked in with him with just a thin receiving blanket, and he was laying on her chest. And the first thing I seen was his head full of hair, because he has a lot of hair. And I was like, his head is not covered. I should not see his head. She could have put a hospital hat on his head or something. And it was raining outside. And when I tell you, his father went off, and he was upset. Like, she got my son out here, his head not covered. He just got out the hospital. He's freshly newly born. And then on top of that, he was a preemie. And I just did not want him to get sick. And then he just was dressed very thinly. And I wasn't happy with it, so I spoke up. And the lady that I spoke up to said, oh, I'll get on it. I'll call the supervisor and speak on it. And the next time she came with him dressed appropriate. So when you see that your baby is like not in the care that you would want them to have, you are allowed to speak up. So I will tell you that. Something else that needs to be done is explain how you want your baby to be cared for, be it culturally, physically, or just correctly, all in whole, as of how you would take care of your baby. Okay, so culturally, okay, when my baby came to visit, he had cradle cap. Like, it looked like baby dandruff. And when we first met her initially, she was like, oh, I have a black friend that taught me that you should put shea butter, shea moisture in his hair. Shea moisture products is what I use to moisturize his hair, and that's what I wash his hair with. I don't know what black friend told her that it was okay to put grown-up shea moisture care products in a baby's hair. They do make it for babies, but that is not what he needs. He's a little too young for that, and his scalp is a little on the sensitive side. He was just born. So I didn't like that when she told me that. Like, because what black friend are you speaking to? Because this is a newborn baby. They don't need those strong products. If you want to put anything in his hair, use the baby shampoo, wash his hair, rinse it, and put like coconut oil in his hair. Like not even 2-3 times a week like we would as grown-ups. Well, no, not as grown-ups, but every 2-3 days. Just once a week, put coconut oil in his hair and let him have his natural whatever to his hair. Don't overdo it. Don't, because she was doing it to the point where he had cradle cap and I could see it. And so I was getting ready to buy, I think it was called Old Crap Cradle Cap, something like that for babies. And I was like, if I don't see an adjustment in his cradle cap, I'm gonna buy it and give it to her. So and that's the other thing, whatever you see that you want your baby to have, buy it and give it to the foster mom. Like, cause I do it all the time. Not with products necessarily, but I may buy clothes and send him home in new outfits because he may have spit up at the visit or whatever the case. Don't feel away or too upset to buy your baby stuff and be bitter to the point where you don't want to give the foster mom anything. The foster mom that I have sends his clothes that I buy and put on him, she sends them right back in the bag the next visit in case I want to reuse them. She does send them back, and then you're gonna get your baby's clothes back anyway when he come home. So yes, so that is something I did want to tell you. I gotta keep unlocking my phone, y'all. Is culturally. And then so when I talked to my social worker about how I wanted him to be cared for, she was just like, I don't want to be the middleman and keep having to go back and tell her you said this or do that. What I'm going to do is do a Zoom meeting and you guys can talk over Zoom. So we did. And one of the things that I mentioned to her is culturally, she's a Caucasian lady and I'm African American, as you can tell. And I had to tell her, like, we're African American, our skin gets ashy after a shower, after a bath. I said, when you take him out of the tub, you have to put lotion on his skin because we are African Americans. Like, you guys can probably do without lotion, but make sure you just please make sure he has lotion on his skin. Anytime you notice that his skin is dry or his skin is, you know, ashy or it looks scratchy, put lotion on his skin, or anytime he's coming out of some kind of water. And then so I mentioned that because culturally it's a difference there. You know, I'm African American, she's Caucasian, so I had to let her know some things. And then just about the care of his hair to keep it growing, and so things of that nature. Make sure you have a positive rapport. And you know what, some foster moms might get upset when you telling them how to care for your baby because they feel like they're doing the best job they can because they were hired as a foster parent. But let me tell you, that whatever they learn is not necessarily correct, because nowadays when it comes to foster homes, they don't place white babies with white babies and black babies with black people. I mean, white babies with white people and black babies with black people. They will give a black baby to a white person if that's what's left. So if you gotta correct how something is done with your child, make sure that you do so. But in the same token, when you do that, do it positively. Don't come off with a nasty attitude when you're doing it. Do it positively, so that you gotta learn that your head is in the lion's mouth. You gotta be nice because they caring for your baby. You know what I'm saying? So that part. So just do it positively and have a positive rapport when it comes to caregiving of your child when you're ready to come around. If you feel like you can't be positive or have that positive rapport with your foster mom, just don't speak. You could say hello, hi. Don't be ignorant and not speak, because they are caring for your baby. But when you're ready to come around and feel comfortable enough to have like a conversation and stand and talk to her after a visitation, when you come around, you do that. Some people are not understanding that you're angry that you lost your baby or that you're going through something because you don't get to care for your child in that very moment. So some people won't understand. But I think that the caregiver that I had was very understanding, and when I was ready to come around the corner and speak to her, we spoke. Now the rapport is great and it's better than ever. So like, just have a positive rapport when it comes to the caregiving of your child, okay? So I will show you guys some text messages that she texted me, and I'll kind of read through it with you and show you how positive the rapport is between her and I. Now, she does send me pictures all the time. All the time. Like, she sent me 5 or 6 pictures today. And she just kept saying, I'm sorry, I took a bunch of pictures, and just kept sending them. So like, they make sure that, you know, things are, you know, that you can see your baby's growth. Every month she'll lay him on them like one of them blankets that got the numbers 1 through 12 on it, and each time he turned a month she'll send me photos. So you just want to keep that rapport going. And she does send me the most cutest pictures of him. So she sent me a picture, and then she'll say something like, I told him he gets to see his mommy tomorrow, and he smiled. I said, oh, his smile is everything. She said, yes, it is, and he has lots of smiles. He's a happy baby. I said, I love it. The report that we got, she even said, Zeke is due for a bath tonight. Would you want me to wait and have you give him a bath tomorrow? Do you feel comfortable doing that at this time? I don't want to push you, but I also want to give you as many opportunities to show them that you have this. Do you see how that rapport is between me and the foster mom? And so then positively, you give her a positive response. I said, yes, I would definitely love to give him a bath because he has a bathtub here. I can definitely give him a bath tomorrow. So like, you just, if they, you know, you want that rapport so that whatever you can do with your baby, you can do. Your baby can get used to your touch when you give him a bath, when he comes to your home visits. You know what I'm saying? So it's just giving open opportunity for you to be a mom in any way. So that's why you want that rapport. She said, when I said yes, she said, awesome. I will not give him a bath tonight, and I will also let you give him a bath. I will let him give him a bath tomorrow. That sounds great. She said she let me know how he does at her house. Like basically saying he really does well in the bath. I don't have any issues with him. We also have a little bathtub here he does really well in. I'm confident everything will go great. Big day tomorrow. He gets bananas and a bath because I let her know that I am going to be giving him baby food that day. Sorry y'all, my SD card ran out, so I had to kind of like go get another one that I had that was brand new. It doesn't have as much you know, space on it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So she was basically saying that she thought it was a good thing that he gets baths and bananas tomorrow, because the plan was to feed him baby food and get him, try to see if he would take it. I'm gonna do the same thing again tomorrow during the visit. Hopefully I'll be able to vlog that. And so that was that. And then I let her know again, like I said, that I would give him the bath within the first hour, because I did see that it was going to rain, and I didn't want to give him the bath within the last hour, because if it rained and she takes the baby outside, he's going to get sick. So I did it within the first hour, and I let her know that I was going to do that. And so she was like, that's a great idea to do that at the beginning of the visit. And I told her, thank you for including me and making me feel included as much as I can with my child. She said, you are very welcome. You and Zeke deserve it. And after he returns to you, please feel free to stay in touch, even if you need a babysitter. Laugh out loud. You know you can rely on us, and we will respect anything you say. I said, I'm excited as well, just nervous because I'm not perfect. But I know how to do infants because I did this stage with my other 3 kids. Thank you so much for thinking of me in all ways and aspects. I will absolutely do that. Telling her I will keep her in mind and keep her updated. She said, I will let you in on a little secret. We aren't perfect either. People should have grace with everyone. Being a parent is hard, and I don't even have all the answers. But the most important thing is that you love your son and are trying everything to provide what's best for him. You are leaps and bounds above other parents I have worked with. I pray that people making the decision see all the progress you have made, and that you are capable of being his mother full time. You have my support. Have a great night, and I won't see you tomorrow because the worker will bring him to your house. Feel free to text me if you have any questions. And then she also let me know that there was going to be formula in the bag. So that is the rapport that me and the foster mom had. So as I was saying, you should have a good rapport in place with your foster mom. Don't be so angry about the situation. Being angry is not going to change the situation. You just got to work through it and get through it. You know what I'm saying? So another thing is, the last tip I want to give is, when it's getting close time for the baby to come home, you definitely do want to put in place things that you want the foster mom to do so that he can get used to them. before your child comes home. With my baby, and this is the last tip, so I'm gonna put my phone down. With my baby, I told her, could you do me a favor, because I'm in college and I gotta sit on a computer and do college work with him at home. So like I told her, I said, look, I'm gonna be a college student and I need you to sit him in his bouncer or his like after you feed him and you know he's content and he's really not crying and cooing too much, I need you to sit him in a bouncer or a rocker, whatever have you. Sit him in front of TV, get him used to like kiddie shows for babies and stuff. I said, because ultimately I'm going to be going to college, like, and I don't want my baby to be clingy to the point where I can't get nothing done. I said, because there's going to be things you have to do around the house, like dishes, clean up the house. You might have school, college work like myself. So I just basically put in place some plans that I want her to work with him on, which is like putting him down in a bouncer or putting him in a rocker, so that not only can I get things done, she can get things done. So like I put that in place and that's being done. So like when he's here, I can place him in his mama room during a visit while I put something together for him that I want him to play with, or you know, put him in his mama room while I go in the bathroom and get the bathtub and run the water in his little bathtub and give him the bath during the visit. Like I want that to be in place so that I can be able to be comfortable and not feel like, you know, I have to hold him all the time. So that is my information that I have for you guys today. I hope that this was helpful and I hope this reaches you in good health and wealth, or whatever you want to call it. I just really hope this reaches you in, you know, the most positive way, and that you can utilize some of the tips that I have given here today. And I will see you guys on a home visit vlog for tomorrow. Thanks for watching.